Barmy Badger Army.
Hey, Badger Army.
Guess what? We're here for a special On the Bench.
Yes,
Yay!
it's back.
Indeed. And I think the last one we did was during Christmas. If you didn't watch that, go back and watch it.
They might have to do a lot of scrolling to go back.
Yeah,
You've been kind of busy since then.
Kind of busy because we've had lots of fun on the channel, doing lots of daily vlogs, streams, and all sorts of bits and pieces. At the start of the year, we did tons of daily vlogs, so if you've missed any, please do check them out. Many of them did feature Mr. Nick during Vlogmas, and we even did our own sort of musical venture with me and Idris. And I'm hoping, if you enjoyed that, please comment below and let us know what song you'd like to see us do next, because that was an old school favourite, wasn't it? My personal favourite was Top Shot, Top Notch, Taking Over Tokyo.
Yes.
And I know there's
someone somewhere is going to rediscover that at some point, and crumbs.
It's going to be hilarious. They're probably going to be
like they say at the beginning of Jumanji, may the Lord have mercy on their soul.
That's it. Or in a lift. You know, can you imagine if people in 10 years' time discover this? Welcome if you're time travelling. Indeed. Yeah. On the Bench has been going for quite a while. 10 years odd.
Not quite. We did the first one in 2017.
2017. This is why I like Nick. He remembers all these dates. So that was 8 years ago.
It was.
Wow. And there's even videos. You can go back. There's ones where we did it snow, rain, wind, shine.
And I know we're not on a bench now, but for the first few years, it really was on a bench.
Yes.
It was in this sort of like woodland area that was next to where we work. And so we just kind of like went along, plonked ourselves down there.
Had our sandwiches.
Yeah.
And did it, yeah. So yeah, it was well worth it. I mean, I do remember those times with fondness because at one point, they stopped us doing it. It was like, no!
Yeah.
And that's why we had a bit of a hiatus, because we're like, right, we can't film on the bench anymore.
Yeah, we'll have to find some other stuff. So yes, we had to film it standing up on the street.
Yeah, not a very good catchy name for a show, is it? Standing up on the name of the street.
To be honest with you, it was called On the Bench now, so we could call it On the Bench pretty much wherever we were.
That's it, you know. And don't forget, if anyone donates £1,000, I'll invest in a bench. Plonk it outside where I live. No one will mess about with it. And we can use it all the time.
Right. So,
or we can be like Ashens and have half a bench and just put it in the background.
You've given this a lot of thought.
Well,
maybe a little too much.
Do you know Ashen's cat? Have you ever seen Ashen's?
I have not.
Right, well, basically, it's very seldom on camera. A lot of the time it's his hand, and you see him opening things on a couch. What you don't know is that the real couch died, and he actually bought a prop one, which is just half a broken couch. Oh, dear. But yeah. So enough random musings. What are we going to talk about today, Nick?
We're taste testing a couple of things, aren't we?
We're taste testing a couple of things.
One of these.
Fizzlerz. And we're also going to be taste testing some Japanese cola. Ramoon. Should be nice. Have you ever tried these ones with the pop tabs?
I have not.
Ooh, you're in for a treat then. You're in for a treat. So, yeah, obviously we've had a massively good time recently. Drained came out on VOD. That's a video on demand, is it?
Yes,
indeed. Learned that term the other day. VOD. Yeah. Yes. So video on demand. And also, Nick's also another film that you're in, Whisper in the Woods.
Whisper in the Woods has just come out on a couple of platforms.
Yes.
One of them is called Foursome, and can't remember the other one now. But yeah, look up the Whisper in the Woods, and you'll be able to find that.
It is a very limited release because I looked it up on pirate websites. I couldn't find it. So
we don't advocate that.
No, we don't advocate that. It's bad.
Yeah. But
basically, it's a very limited release.
Yeah, it got its premiere at Romford Horror Festival a month ago.
Yes,
and yeah, so it's out on a couple of platforms at the moment. We'll hopefully have it out on more platforms again soon.
That's it.
But yeah, it was my first. It was my friend Mark. It was his first feature film role as director. And and it was filmed in and around Upminster in the glorious summer of 2023.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a really interesting film to be part of. It was one of the most challenging that I've had to do because there was one very long scene where basically everything gets explained. And yes, my goodness, that was one of the most complicated scenes I have ever had to be involved in. So yeah, it was. Fascinating experience, and I really hope that translates to the screen well. So yes,
let's hope so. Let's hope so.
Within the Woods.
That's it. And of course we did our own sort of hug love to it, didn't we? When we did Necromonicon Whisper in the Woods as well. Yes.
When I found out that you called it that, I was like, oh no.
But it was on purpose, though. It was on purpose.
Oh, it was.
Yes, it was a love letter to you and to say congratulations.
Okay. Well, I'll take that in the way it was intended and say thank you.
That's it. And also, it did lean well with Necromonicon Lost in the Woods and Whisper in the Woods.
Yes, because you wanted to do like a sequel for that for quite a while. I mean, the first Necromonicon was the very first short film we ever did.
That's it. And then the second one, and the budget was hilariously upped by £5.
And when you watch the film, you'll know exactly what we spent that £5 on.
That's it. Battery on my phone. No, and obviously Brian makes a little bark or two, and I think I didn't manage to, so R.I.P. Brian, rest in peace, mate. He's in there shortly. But yeah, I really did like Necromonicon Whisper in the Woods, and I'm hoping that we can come up with another one. I'd like to give it a bit more time because it gives it a bit of time to breathe, and then we can go back to the format and do a third one. I do have a very good idea for the trilogy ending, but it involves a lot more people, so I'm going to have to really, really get a lot more people.
And a lot more bad jokes, I assume?
A lot more bad jokes, a lot of people, and a lot of occult robes. Right. So,
if anyone is interested in getting involved, comment below.
Yes, please, and with any of the films, not just the sequel to Necromonicon or Balamoron 2. If you want to appear in any of the films, that's great. I'm going to move over slightly and get a bit of breathing room. But yeah, But there you go. So if you would like to appear in any of our films, please do let us know because it's going to be an absolute fantastic year. I did the Trap reboot, which was quite hilarious. Reboot, reimagining, resequel, free sequel. So in other words, yeah, it's it's hilarious. And then you've got loads of different things that were happening. Obviously, we're still going to do Balamoron 2. As soon as I get better equipment, we're going to go for that because I don't want to do it with inferior equipment and it's short. I want this to be at least an hour running film. The way I've written it so far, it's going to be an hour. So, yeah.
You're asking for a big commitment from people, but,
We've got this. If we can do it every Thursday night, and then we can do a little scene every Thursday, and maybe a couple of weekends, we'll have it sewn up. Yeah. Yes. So, yes. Anything else you want to talk about, Nick, before we try some of these bits?
I have another film out tomorrow called Bikini Nuns, made with the wonderful people at Champ Dog Films and ITN Distribution.
ITN?
And yes, not that ITN.
Different one.
Yeah. And so Bikini Nuns, you'll be able to look that up. I think it's, at the time of posting this, it is tomorrow evening. So Friday evening from the 28th of March onwards.
And we've got fingers.
So,
we'll
do what, sorry? So that is coming out tomorrow. I think it's on CINENET. Once I find it, I'll post it in the comments.
Right.
And I think we got it.
Yeah, tough. Right. Okay.
I go to the gym for stuff like that.
That's it. And I don't go to the gym. I still have cool muscles.
Anyway, so do we just drink it through this straw?
Insert comedic laughter. Suck it up.
Opportunity not missed.
Well, yeah. There you go.
Right. So we're just going to do that. Right.
You know, in the
Is it
great
gonna be
words,
quite strong?
in the great words of Marilyn Monroe,
She said many great words in her time.
what was it? Shove it in your mouth and blow.
There are many great quotes attributed to Marilyn Monroe. That, however, is one of the lesser quoted ones.
Yeah, in other words, yes, you use it like a straw and you eat the sherbet.
Hang on a sec. I accidentally flattened the straw trying to open it. If I do it like this, maybe my eyes won't fall out.
Is it that good?
The taste is nice, but you do have to pay attention to the possibility that your eyeballs might fall out.
Okay.
My point precisely.
Because you get the wind rush, don't you?
That's not the only thing that's rushing.
My brain.
Or the only bit of wind.
My brain. Okay. Rebooting in 5. Yeah, that was nearly as good as Monster Coffee. Oh, we'll have to try that on the next on the bench. We've done Monster Ultra White coffee. Perhaps on the bench next time we'll try Red Bull brewed coffee. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
And then what should we immediately film afterwards while we're wide awake and excited about everything?
Yes, it's going to be called Two Hyper YouTubers, Matt.
Yes.
Go wild.
Yes, and we'll talk about all the colours we can hear.
Jesus, Mary. Don't die. Paperwork. Right. Yeah, so obviously if you missed the vlogs where we talked about Drained as well, we both appear in the background as literally in the background as background actors.
His beard is very visible.
In a club scene. I am actually very much accredited in the film.
He is.
Which I was very proud of. And we did get the red carpet treatment, didn't we?
It was the most poshest thing he had ever been to.
For now. Let's hope there's more posh things. Oh no, we lost the Majigga. Right.
But yes, you, and I have to say, you were looking very dapper. You know,
Thank you.
You'd had everything super made up for it as well. So yes.
Ah. I'm pretty sure that's how you do it.
Right. People can't actually see what you're doing.
I know.
Right, he's got to put the plastic on. He's putting the loose plastic thing on top of it to try and break it. Is this the obscure Far Eastern way by which they cut bottles open?
Yeah, it's very bizarre. There we go.
Right.
So basically,
I don't know what happened just then, but
right. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to show you guys on the screen. I would love to have, but what happens is, so it stays it activates the carbon. So if you can have a look there, you'll see that there's a ball there.
Yeah.
And the idea is that the marble stays there to keep the freshness, and you pop the marble in, and it rests in there, and it keeps it fresh. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yes. Right, he is now pouring the drink.
Oh no!
What happens
if
if I do it like this?
Yeah, you've never tried that before. Oh, what's happened there? Oh, ha ha! There we go.
I mean, it looks like, pretty convincing cola.
Yeah. There we go. And of course, if anyone wants to sponsor us and bring us in little bits to try like we used to have, please do. Because who was it sent us in those energy? Was it energy dust or something once? Wasn't it?
It was something like that.
Yeah. So
we will do user-generated content on demand.
That's right.
Everyone's going to buy stuff from these faces.
Oh yeah.
Right, here we go.
Tastes like normal Coke. Quite fresh.
You can feel the chill from the ice.
Yeah, it's nice.
So yeah, which is impressive because it hasn't. Because normally you'd have to put ice cubes in it to do that.
Oh yeah. Well, I think the marble adds to it. So obviously you've got the cold glass, and then you've got the cold marble, which sort of helps it keep cool. So that's very good. Yeah. Chin, not too bad at all. It tastes like normal Coke. That's very nice. Nothing too offensive, nothing too exciting. It was just nice, really.
So yeah, just don't pay a ton of money for it.
No, you're looking at about £2 to £3 for these. Not necessarily this brand. This was in Aldi. So, or was it Lidl? Lidl. This was from Lidl at a special event. So this was like £1.99. Pardon me. This was £1.99, but you can get them at all different restaurants between £2 and £3. Not necessarily this make. I've never seen this make before. Perhaps this is a special one just for Aldi. So who knows?
Lidl.
Yes, that's right. But yeah, so there you go. But yeah, so we had a fantastic time at Drain. That was really cool. You've got a new film coming out tomorrow, which we mentioned. We've done the trap film. We've done Gone Fishing. We've done Spook Chat, which was one of my favourites. Spook Chat was fun. And we've done lots of really cool stuff this year. Definitely has been an eventful year so far. Seeing as though we're only in the March. Yeah.
We are only coming to the end of March.
Yes, and it's been an eventful year. So definitely, yes. And it feels like it's been longer than that, which is weird. It feels like it's been a longer year than that. Some people.
That's how January feels.
I know, January.
That's what you're like at the end of January. It's like, we're only at the end of January?
I didn't actually have too bad a January. Some people
In all honesty, I don't think mine was that bad either. I've had Januaries where I've just had like zero work.
Yes.
So I was quite fortunate in that I managed to get a couple of good filming jobs. Even though one of them cancelled at the last minute, but we won't go into that. Over the course of January, and I got a couple in February as well.
That's
so
it. And what was it called? The Mermaid one. That's out now as well.
Mermaid's Curse 2 is it had its premiere last Sunday. We don't know exactly where and when it'll be out just yet.
Oh, so that's something to look out for. But yeah, so we've had a lovely little time recently. The channel is going from strength to strength. Thank you, everyone. But please make sure to like and share and subscribe. And you know what? If you want a membership or become a donator, you know what to do. And
what do they get if they become a member, Jeff?
They help the channel. No, I'll send them gifts. I'll send them personalised merchandise. I'll send them artwork and all sorts of stuff. So if you want to become a member, it is very fun. And I don't think it's really updated that well, but I will be sending personalised merch, art, and all sorts of bits and pieces. So it is well worth it if you'd like to become a member. Or you could trot on to Cameo and get yourself a funny video like that instead. Depends on what your thing is. Pick your poison.
Yeah, he's cheaper than James Buckley as well.
I am, indeed. And more fun than watching a semi-naked girl in a hot tub.
Someone might hold you to that.
I think so.
Hold yourself to that, might you?
No. A married man, near enough. But yeah, what was I going to say? So, yeah. Right. Casio, damn it. Right, no. So, yes, unfortunately, I did say talk about this the other day, how when all that big explosion of nudie women in hot tubs appeared on YouTube and on Twitch, how my viewers went down. So you know we're all bugging off to.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
Seriously, YouTube? Seriously?
Seriously, that's all where they bugging off to. And I can't be asked to watch the Fat Ginger Man anymore.
They'll have to kind of like have you on a second screen. So if anyone walks in on them while watching those kinds of videos, they can quickly switch over to you.
I'm not going to be their beard. Only if they donate, anyway.
You're sort of like the cover for them.
Yes, yeah, it's not really a beard, it's more like a moustache.
I wasn't actually talking about that, but hey, if that cap fits, wear it.
Yes.
Right. We've been going 20 minutes now.
Fantastic.
If you're still watching, we love you.
Yes, Merry Christmas. But yeah, we've had a great time recently. It's been very busy. I have been utterly knackered, making sure that the channel's running smoothly, making sure home life is running smoothly, making sure work's running smoothly, making sure everything is, going to pot the way it should do,
It's hard work being a content creator.
keeping the missus happy, doing all these things, keeping Badger Jr. happy, keeping the baby mama happy, making sure everyone's happy is harder than you think.
And don't forget to keep yourself happy.
Yes, of course. And keep my friends happy too. I wouldn't, what would I do without Mr. Nick? Exactly. And on that note, if you do need to talk to people, please talk to people. Sam and other things are available. If you don't have a friend that you feel you can reach out to, if you've got problems, please talk to Sam Harringtons and other people.
Yes.
Because if you're anxious and you're worried about things, that is the way to go, really, isn't it?
It's like the old BT ads. Sad day? Tell someone about it.
That's it. Well, what did old Bob Hoskins say?
It's good to talk.
It's good to talk, indeed, yeah. So if you do have any issues, talk. Feel free. Tell me, tell Nick, tell your mum, tell anyone. Because the rate
Maybe not just anyone. Tell someone you trust.
Yes, tell a trusted individual, of course. Because the rate of, you don't want to say the word, do you?
No.
Unaliving. The rate of unaliving in men and women grows every day. And, it's sad, but it's one of these things that needs to be talked about sometimes. That the thing is, people do get depressed, and sometimes they don't have people to talk to.
And we've just come out of one of the, probably one of like the worst periods of the year for it.
That's it, yes. So if you are having trouble, talk to someone. Yes.
Huck at us being all nice and profound.
I know.
But yes, seriously, folks, don't keep it to yourself.
That's right. And I don't know how to follow up on this because
we are rapidly running out of time. We will have more videos out soon. He's going to be doing more paranormal investigators stuff.
That's it. Yes.
I have a bunch of stuff. Seeing as we've brought back On the Bench, I mean, I can bring back a travel video if
I think we should.
Like.
I think we should.
Yeah. I have a bunch of old footage which I think I probably filmed for that reason but haven't done. So
yeah,
I'll make sure that I get something done for you all.
I think we could do that, and at some point, I don't know if it's going to be tonight because we've overran a bit, but we are going to be starting work on Knock Knock 2, which will be good, where Nick is going to play the detective after the killer. And a big shout out to Carl, who recently made a fantastic poster for Knock Knock.
Excellent. Oh yes, you shared that the other day, didn't you? Yeah,
that was really cool. And please do check out their film Mortis, which was one of my favourite films of all time. This year. Very good scary film. And of course, if you'd like me and Nick to appear in the sequel or in another film, that would be fantastic, Carl. We'd absolutely love to work with you because I think very professional director. I'm going to send you Mortis. You'll love it, and you'll think, wow, the art direction, color scheme, the cinematography, the camera work is chef's kiss. So there you go.
Excellent.
Yes, indeed. So
right.
How are we going to wrap this up, Nick?
Let's tell people, have yourselves a fabulous rest of your day, weekend if it's coming up. It is coming up at the time of filming, so enjoy it. And I should give a shout out to Chris, who actually said to me, "You need to do more of those videos with your friend."
Yes.
So yes, thank you for giving us a metaphorical kick up there, Chris, for us to get another one of these done. And yeah, we'll do some more of these soon.
Yes, and please like, share, and subscribe, as we are still trying to get to over 50k, get to 100k, and then you'll see me and Nick holding a lovely, lovely, juicy silver plaque. Can you imagine that? So please do like, share, and subscribe. If you can't afford to donate, it's fine, but please make sure you share and subscribe
And comment.
and comment. Comments and everything like gold dust. You probably don't even realise this because it's old school stuff, but likes help the algorithm. Subscribers help the algorithm, and comments definitely help the algorithm. They're going back to the old school ways, and watch time as well. So please do make sure, even if you watch it in bits, try to watch the whole episode because it really does help. And share to as many people as you can, because that is how it goes forward. YouTube's going back to old school ways where it's all about sharing, it's all about watch time, and it's all about comments and likes. So please, if you want us to do well and you want us to get to 100k by the end of the year,
Do some good old-fashioned engagement.
do some good old-fashioned engagement. Yes.
You don't even have to buy a ring for it.
No, exactly. It's not about the dollar. It's about pushing us up the algorithm, because every day hundreds of people create new YouTube channels, and it is a rat race to push yourself forward. So please do help us get back to where we used to be and get us back in the forefront of the pages. That would be absolutely fantastic. Right. Thank you very much for all the love. See you next time. Bye for now, Barmy Badger Army. Keep safe, keep well. Much love, everyone. And I'll see you in the next vlog, video, stream, movie, or short. Bye.